Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jessica Singh and I'm a UPSC Civil Services aspirant preparing for my second attempt in 2027. So in today's video, we are going to be active recalling James Fraser. I have my notes right here and I'll just peep into them whenever I feel I'm missing out or something, or to just look at the headings, okay? So, starting with James Fraser. Who is he? He's a British classical evolutionist, and if you guys want to watch video on the classical evolutionism or E.B. Tyler, they're posted on my channel. You guys can go and check them out. So talking about James Fraser is a British lawyer. He was born in 1854 in Glasgow, and his works are nearly around magic, myth, science, all of those spooky things. And now talking about his books or whatever he has published till now. So his first ever work was on totemism. It was published in 1887. His second work was on his second work and the most celebrated work was Golden Bough, which was published in the year 1890. Yeah. His third work was Immortality and the Worship of Dead in 1910, and then fourth was Totemism and Exogamy in 1990, and then there's one more, Folklore of the Old Testament in 1980. So basically totemism and exogamy and all of these things, he explains how these myths, how these things actually shape the society that is there, like basically इनकी studies थी इसी पे. Now talking about his contributions, तो basically मैंने इनके contribution को TMT में divide कर दिया, ठीक है. So first T stands for taboo, second M stands for myth, and the third T stands for totemism. Okay, so his works are mainly around these things only. And also one more thing to mention, I'm gonna discuss the books Golden Bough and Immortality and the Worship of Death in detail further in the video. So talking about his work on taboo. What is taboo? Taboo is a ritual prohibition. Now why do we need these prohibitions? These prohibitions were very much needed at that point of time to just regulate the society and also to regulate anarchy ना prevail हो जाए society में, या फिर कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें ना हो कि मतलब that is the reason why taboos were there, basically to control the whole society मोटा मोटा. Okay, now these taboos that were there have evolved into the modern laws that we see today. This is what James Fraser says. Okay, so this is exactly what he says on taboo. Now let's get on to totemism. Totemism, I think I find this topic very interesting as well. So first up, what is totemism? Totemism is the worship of the totem. What is a totem then? The word totem basically comes from the Ojibwe language of North America, and that means that it is a natural object or an animal or something to which a clan or a group actually establishes special relationship with. Okay, so basically they associate themselves with that particular totem that is there. It can be a bull, it can be a frog, it can be also cockroach. Just kidding, guys. So it can be anything. Okay, just to make it fun, I'm just doing it to make it fun and to also remember it nicely. So this is what he said about totem. Now talking about his theories on totemism. So there are two different theories of totemism. First is the conceptual theory and second is a bush soul theory. Okay, so we're gonna discuss these theories thoda. And first up we have conceptual theory. What do you mean by conceptual theory? First up क्यों बोल रही हूँ मैं बार-बार? Anyways, so conceptual theory का मानना ये था that the conception that happens is because of the totem. So basically this, we cannot say that they lacked rationality, but I think we can say that that was their belief that any type of conception that happens is because of the totem or because they've passed through a totem or something like that. So this is a belief that is mainly found in Harunta tribe and the tribes of Banks Island. Okay, next we have the bush soul theory. Very very self-explanatory. Bush soul theory. Bushes होते हैं, झाड़ फूक, झाड़ कह सकते हैं, right? So basically उधर in order to protect one's soul, all the souls were protected in those bushes somehow. I'll just read out what is mentioned here, if I'm not being clear. Tried to protect, so basically people tried to protect their soul by placing it in the bush. So this is what is bush soul theory, and that is the reason why अगर हम देखें तो usually I've seen that in the pahadi culture they do consider some sort of a jungle or some sort of a place in the mountains एकदम बीच में as very sacred. So maybe this applies there. This is my conjecture. I might be wrong. Okay, so this was his theory on totemism. Now I'm going to talk about Golden Bough, the book that was there. Okay, so Golden Bough, year 1890. Now the title of this book has been taken from a Italian legend, I guess. Why is this kid crying? Anyways, we'll still go further despite of these kids crying. So basically Golden Bough means a golden branch, and it has been taken from some legend, Italian legend, I guess. And basically in this book he argued that the men are substantially similar, basically psychic unity of mankind. And he also mentioned about the unilineal advancement of everything that is around. And basically he said कि फिक्स स्टेजेस में एडवांसमेंट होती है. जैसे इनकी गोल्डन बाउ में बस इन्होंने ये एडवांसमेंट समझाई थी कि पहले सोसाइटीज़ में मैजिक होता था, उसके बाद आया रिलीजन, उसके बाद आई साइंस. ठीक है, अब हम अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे ये कैसे आई. ठीक है, उससे पहले विल जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट वाज हिज एवोल्यूशनरी हाइपोथेसिस. बेसिकली first was comparative method that he used around all the societies. Second is cultural survivals that are there. Basically magic is again a cultural survival, myths are a cultural survivals. So this is what he examined, and that's how he boiled down to the points that we're going to discuss right now. So first up, magic तब होता था जब लोगों को ऐसा लगता था कि हाँ we can control nature. Okay, and primitive society thought that we could control the nature and all of those things. Magic also runs on two erroneous principles. First principle is law of similarity, second principle is law of contagion. Okay, so first is law of similarity, which means that अगर हम किसी चीज़ को imitate करेंगे, किसी चीज़ को नकल करेंगे तो शायद वो हो जाए. मतलब सी अभी मैं अच्छे से समझाती हूँ. बेसिकली रेन डांस टू ब्रिंग द रेन, and imitating something to actually do it. And then there's one more society, I'm forgetting the name of that society. Basically they used to roar at the thunders so that the thunder goes away. So basically ye thinking thi starting mein of the men. Okay, now talking about the law of contagion. Law of contagion means that if something is in contact, it remains in contact forever. For example, if this t-shirt is in contact of me, it will have some parts of me or some atoms of me forever. इसी प्रिंसिपल के ऊपर जो काला जादू एंड वुडू डॉल्स जो होती है जिन पे ऐसे पिन मारते हैं, या फिर कास्टिंग अ स्पेल ऑन योर हेयर और समवन्स नेल्स, ये सब चीज़ें इस प्रिंसिपल पे काम करती हैं. बेसिकली एट दैट पॉइंट पीपल थॉट दैट दे कुड कंट्रोल नेचर, बट देन आफ्टर सम टाइम व्हेन दे रियलाइज्ड कि यार सब तो कंट्रोल नहीं हो सकता, तब आया रिलीजन में क्या कहते हैं कि अब कुछ चीज़ें हमें भगवान पे छोड़नी होगी. There is this one supernatural thing that is controlling all of us. Okay, so this says it shows progress in the human mind, realizing we cannot control the nature, and there is a higher supernatural power governing. और यहीं से belief system start हुआ. अब उसके बाद आई साइंस में हमें पता चल गया कि क्या रैशनैलिटी है. रैशनैलिटी आई ह्यूमन माइंड में नेचुरल फिनोमेना से डील करने में या फिर इन सबको कंट्रोल करने में भी हेल्प करे समवॉट. एंड रिलीजन से थोड़ा सा कम हो गया वो. बट ओके, विल टॉक अबाउट द क्रिटिसिजम्स नाउ ऑफ दिस थ्योरी. सो बेसिकली द फर्स्ट एवर क्रिटिसिज्म, देखो फ्रांस बोअस जहाँ भी आ जाए वो बस क्लासिकल एवोल्यूशंस को इसी बात पे क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे कि वो एथनोसेंट्रिक थे. उन्होंने कैसे सोच लिया कि भाई ये थिंकिंग जो है मैजिक वाली थिंकिंग है, ये सिर्फ प्रिमिटिव सोसाइटी में हो सकती है. हो सकता है मॉडर्न मैन में भी हो. वी डू सी all of these happening in modern societies as well, right? So this was the first critic. Okay, second was by Malinowski. He says that Trobrianders are actually very rational people, because James Frazer mentioned that जो ये magic, myth और ये वाली चीज़ होती हैं ये primitive society में होती हैं because they lacked rationality. But he says that they are pretty rational people, and the example now that proves that is that basically Trobrianders know science. Why? How do they know science? They know cano building. Second, they do have some myths of their own. Like whenever they're going into the deep seas, they cast a spell so that उनकी catch अच्छी हो जाए या फिर उनको कोई खतरा ना हो. Third is religion. Religion कैसे practice करते हैं? उनमें ceremonies होती हैं and they also honor their ancestral spirits. So this is what it is for the criticisms of the Golden Bough. Now let's talk about the next book, that is Immortality and the Worship of Dead, 1910. Okay, so in this book he talks about the ancestral souls and about how unnatural death is in some simple societies, and yeah, and also about soul and all. So basically he regards that in simple societies they regard death as unnatural. अब जैसे इसके बुक का फर्स्ट वर्ड यही है, इमॉर्टैलिटी. बेसिकली इन सिंपल सोसाइटीज दे थिंक दैट वी आर इमॉर्टल and nobody can kill us until and unless some sort of witchcraft or sorcery is done on us. So death is associated with that. Okay, now they do not really regard the biological causes and all. That is the reason why he actually boiled down to these conclusions, और इतना ज़्यादा एथनोसेंट्रिक हो गए थे क्लासिकल एवोल्यूशनिस्ट. ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट है आइडियाज़ ऑफ स्पिरिट्स ऑफ एंसेस्टर्स. बेसिकली एंसेस्टर्स की स्पिरिट्स, अभी जैसे हमने लास्ट वीडियो में डिस्कस किया था दैट दे प्रोटेक्ट अस फ्रॉम नेचुरल कैलामिटीज़, फर्टिलिटी प्रोवाइड करते हैं, और ये सब चीज़ें अभी तक कंटिन्यू होती हैं. एंड एग्जाम्पल में आप लिख सकते हो बंटू सोसाइटी ऑफ अफ्रीका. नाउ ऑन टू द लास्ट, दैट इज M, myths. What are myths? Myths are the stories or legends that actually give legitimacy or explain the life and the nature of the groups that are there. ठीक है, बस यही है सिंपल चीज़. अब मिथ्स के कुछ फीचर्स होते हैं जो हम याद रख सकते हैं, जैसे कि फर्स्ट है सोशल कोहेशन. सोसाइटी को साथ में लेके आते हैं. कैसे? क्योंकि फेस्टिवल्स होते हैं उन मिथ्स के अराउंड और ये सब चीज़ होती है, एंड दैट्स हाउ द सोसाइटी ऑल्सो गेट्स टुगेदर. मॉरल डिलेमा से बाहर निकालता है. इफ़ समवंस वेरी if someone's like कि भाई क्या करें, तो legends like Ramayana, Mahabharata, all of these legends can actually can provide help to a person to come down to some conclusions. Okay, third is rituals को explain करता है somehow, or yes, basically they provide a reason for the rituals. For example, the Osiris myth for mummification. ये Osiris myth, you guys can go and check it out on YouTube. And then we have cultural continuity, establishes authority, the example in case of Mana. And then we've got natural phenomena को भी explain करता है, जैसे कि we explain in Sanatan, Indra, God Indra and all of those gods have explained it. People have explained it through the gods. So I'm so sorry, I was just stammering a lot in this video because there's just too much of disturbance at my place. And in this video also we have successfully completed the revision in just 13 minutes, and I'm just so grateful to God for this. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. I hope you guys like it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and the next scholar will be L.H. Morgan. So yeah, that's it for this video. Bye bye and Jai Hind.